Good night, everybody. We're here for the last round of the Exile Touring Championship, Touring Car Championship. Today I've run Hatch. The qualifying is going to start in less than half an hour. And we're going to do a quick technical setup to make sure that everything works fine before going through the going through all the standings and waiting for all the participants to join the race. Yeah, we'll see you back in a second. Right, so we still only have 6 participants. We're hoping to have a field of more than 10 tonight. We'll see. We'll quickly check where is everybody. Cool, welcome back everybody. So we got 3.5 minutes left for this practice. With 8 drivers joining us today, hoping a couple more maybe will still join us. But in the meantime, we will enjoy these last minutes where drivers try to make sure that they have the correct setup for the race, but also they have the last chance to try the different tires for the race. Because remember, on this championship there is a strategy call on the tires that you can use. So let's quickly go back to how this championship is organized. It's 6 rounds. It follows the trucks, classic trucks of the BTCC, the British Touring Car Championship. Tonight is the last round of the championship at Brands Hatch. It's the GP layout, and the race night is organized in 3 different races, 20 minutes each, with a 20 minutes qualifying session, which sets the grid for the first race. Race 2 then is followed by the grid as race results for the first race, and then race 3 is 40% of the grid, top 40% of the grid reverse, which in this case, if we follow as is going to be top 4. But considering that I'm doing also race direction, I just may decide to do the entire grid. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Few other bits as well. The drivers had a maximum allocation of tires for the entire championship, and they have to start race 1 with a set compound as they use in qualifying. So in qualifying they set the best time on softs. That means they have to start race 1 on softs, and they have free reign on what they use on race 2 and race 3. In general, what we've seen is that the front wheel cars are generally struggling at the end of the races. So they tend to be really fast on the soft, but they really struggle towards the end, where the only rear wheel drive car, the Subaru, is more gentle with the tires, or at least spreads that load a little bit better, which means that there's a lot more grip available for the drivers towards the end of the race, which meant that many of the races were won by Subaru drivers. So obviously you can set a blistering pace on qualifying on those softs, but then you may suffer at the end of race 1. But some drivers may have run out of softs and mediums, and may either have to go with the hards, which people generally quite struggle to get up the temperature and get them to generate enough grip. Just getting a message from one of the other admins. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, the hards are particularly difficult on the on just to get them to temperature, get them to generate enough grid. So most people have tried to avoid them and prefer medium, which seems like the best all around. So that's the end of the practice. Championship as it stands, we got Davide Castiello leading the championship with 586 points. Followed closely Davide in a Vauxhall Astra. John Chell second with 553 points. Simone Guido with another Astra on 525 points. Tonga Guardia with 523 points. Tony Ukic with 519 points. Jonathan Provost 497 points. Which some of those drivers are not here tonight, but remember, a win is 46 points, second position is 42 points, and the third position is 41 points. So Davide has really good, is in a good position, but John is there as well. So we'll have to see how it goes tonight. It's quite likely that the championship is going to be decided between those two drivers, as far as it stands. We got someone in the guide as well. So we got the top three drivers, all of them driving front wheel drive cars, 2 Astras, 1 MG6 GT. So we'll see how it goes. So qualifying is ongoing. We've got 19 minutes of qualifying. Remember, as I said, the tires they use during qualifying is the tires they have to use to start the race, otherwise they will get a penalty post-race. At the moment everybody's still doing their outlap. So here we are on board with Davide for his first flying lap. Good job around the hairpin. Was a little bit slow there at the exits of Surtees. Now these corners I think are going to be quite challenging for all the front wheel drive cars. They put a lot of load on the front left, but I still need to try to get on the throttle really early. So those front tires are going to suffer a lot on those. On Hawthorne Bend, Westfield Bend, and the Dingledale corner. So we're going to stay a little bit more here with Davide as he completes his first flying lap. And sets a time of 1:30.40x. Which, let me quickly check. How are we doing? So far in practice, best times been set by Davide with 1:30.196. So we're still a little bit away from the fastest time set during practice. But the drivers still have some time. So top three at the moment is Davide, Bertil, and Johan, separated by just a second, with 2 drivers who still have not set time. As we go on board with John Tail, who, remember, is the his second position on the championship. who has not had much practice for this race. He set the best time in practice of 1:32, which is almost 2 seconds away from the video. At the moment, Simone is setting fastest, going purple on sector 1. When we remember Simone, who is currently, let me quickly check, is third on the standings, also championship contender. Majority of drivers, by the way, are the majority are on softs right now. Mediums, trying to find out. Polish and softs, yeah, I think everybody except Melvin is currently on softs. They're all definitely going for it. Remember, this is it's the last race, and it's really tight at the top. So in a second we will connect with the Discord channel to hear the reaction for the drivers. As we continue with Johan Carlson, who is currently sitting in P3. Good second away from the leader. And still we got 2 drivers at the back. Without any time in lap, we got Melvin and Nuno, who joined recently. Ooh, and Johan goes slightly wide there. He's gonna lost a few hundreds there. Nobody has managed to go faster than the leader. It still tops the qualification as it stands with 1:30.4. Everybody's really far away. John is progressing. I'm looking at John Terrell, who is currently sitting second at the championship, as I mentioned earlier. We got 25 time lapse or practice in the server this past weeks with the best time of 1:32. So he's already going faster than his best time session. But as the video goes, faster than ever been in practice with almost perfect 1:30. Bertil has improved massively, but just as the video, as Jonas just loses the rear end and goes back to the pit garage. So halfway through the qualification, we got Davide P1, Bertil P2, separated by 600. Johan third, second and a half off from the best time. Then Simone, John Terrell, Jonas Lagerson, Nuno and Paul McLeod. Well, Melvin still ninth with having set time yet. Let me quickly check. Is Melvin is in the garage. So I wonder he's just waiting and just going to start the race last and see what happens in the first corner. So 10 more minutes to go. As I mentioned earlier, everybody at the moment setting their best time lapse on softs, while Melvin is currently I think on mediums, but has not set a time lapse yet. And because a test driver Christoph has just joined, changes to mediums or hard, I'm not sure. I want to quickly check. Where's Christoph? There we go, let's go with Christoph. Here we go. Still in the garage. Says it's not in the garage. But he clearly is in the garage. Oh well, we'll go back to him. Well, everybody trying to go to for the second or third round. Everybody trying to see if they can get closer to the leader, but it is getting complicated. He has such a comfortable gap right now. It really looks like he got the measure for Brands Hatch. Well, from third to fifth, the top kind of five, quite close together. Now remember, Davide is driving an Astra one-wheel drive, and he's currently setting his best time on softs, which means that even if he starts on P1, he may struggle towards the end of the race against someone like Bertil. You could say he's a big gap behind, 600s, but as you can see, driving the Subaru again with softs, he could still get quite a lot of tires available towards the end of the race, which could make for a very interesting second half of the race. Remember, races are 20 minutes. Obviously, there's no pit stops, not anything. This is just a sprint and anger from the green lights till the end. All the races start with a 5-minute warm-up. Have a standing start with a formation lap. To give the drivers a chance to kind of check for the very last time with the full tank of fuel, how the car handles. Although, to be completely honest, personally I have not found much difference between having an empty tank or quite a filled tank. Roberto goes on his outlap. But we gotta be there. We're gonna stay with Bertil as he completes his outlap and gets ready, trying to get a bit closer to the leader. 600. We're just checking the practice time. Bertil has already lapped second 0.2 faster than his fastest lap although that was set on mediums. So clearly the softs are delivering much more grip than the mediums, at least on the. Oh, let's go back to. Oh, sorry. As he heads down to Druids. Very clean, no lockups. Using all the available space. He has a driver in front. Whoa, was a little bit, loses a little bit at the end. I think that's the end of the. Yeah, I think he bailed out on that lap and goes back. Okay, let's go back to ultra control, and let's follow Johan, who is currently sitting on P4, just 300s, bit less than 200s up from Simone, but with Jonas really close behind. He's currently on second row, but he needs to make sure that he improves a little bit, otherwise he's going to lose that position. And we are into the last 3 minutes. So a few drivers still in the garage. The gap between P1 and P2 is still a big 600s. So I reckon that by now Davide is probably feeling quite comfortable. We got Bertil, Jonas, Paul and Melvin in the garage. Melvin still has not set a time lap, nor has Christoph. And we're going to be joining the Discord channel to hear the reactions from the protagonists as we get close to the end of the qualifying. Seems like someone is kind of facing the wrong direction. Someone is facing the right direction. Yeah. Oh well. Let's go for some accents. So here we go, the video on penultimate lap. He's gonna have time to get to the on the start finish line and do a very last lap. It doesn't look like he's gonna need it. As he goes wide, he goes. As I mentioned, those are gonna be tricky corners for those cars. You're asking a lot. Hold on, that's not the video. That was not the video. Here we go, the video. That was not an Astra. That was a Subaru. Well, he is currently on his getting close to the finish line. He has improved. Not on this lap. Goes down to paddock for the very last time. Ooh, using all the space. Hard to break into the Druids. Uses all the curves there and maybe a little bit too much, to be honest. I think he lost a little bit of, yeah, bails out. So, checkered flag is out. Who we got? We got Johan still on track. Currently sitting on P4. And Jonas right behind, also on track. So we're gonna follow these two drivers, see whether there's any changes. But the top three, I think, is set. And he stays where he is in fourth. As Jonas goes through, gets into the final corner. Just try to carry in as much space as possible. It's back into the finish line. And it stays where he is. So that is end of qualifying. So P1 pole position for Davide Castiello with 1:30, followed by Bertil on the first line with 1:30.6. Second row by Simone Guido with 1:30.8. Johan Carlson with 1:31.1. And then on road throughs, Jonas Lagerson with 1:31.194. John Chell, who remember is the second place in the championship, is all the way down to 6. 7th is Nuno Miguel Vro, 8th is Paul McLeod, 9th is Melvin, 10th Christoph, and 11th is Elio, who just I think has joined us as we get into the warm up. Remember, it's 5 minutes warm up, and then we'll get into race 1. Very quiet night tonight. Yes. Good night, everybody. Congrats, Davide, for that P1.
I think I need luck on here.
Did you manage to settle up, or did you just
No,
decide?
I sat it out, mate. I had my tea.
That makes sense.
Well, until everybody takes themselves out on turn 1, I'll be in the lead, won't I?
Exactly. Everybody will go wide on paddock, and whoever is left, it just crashes at Druids. That's it. Problem solved.
I don't know what you're talking about. Turn 1?
Turn 1? Is that a turn?
Yeah.
The one that wants to kill you?
I mean, the truck just disappears. You just don't see anything, right?
Yes.
I know where the tyre wall is on turn 1.
Mm. Everybody knows that one very well.
I have an idea where not to be, yes.
Yeah, so we don't have a Nick doing race direction tonight. So I'll see if I manage to deal with the grid edit and do the usual wizardry that he does.
Is it going to be a full reverse? 11 of us?
I think so, why not?
No. Just do the top 8. Just do the top, well, just a percentage.
Yeah, no, I mean it's 40%, top 40%, so yeah.
It's just awkward when you got the aliens behind you and you just. With me, I seem to overdrive too carefully. And it's nice, that's all us slow ones at the back. We're fighting each other then.
It's true, yeah.
When you got the aliens behind you, it's usually best to just let them by.
Yeah. Trouble is they try to overtake in the wrong time. We go next battle.
Alright, Alex, I signed up for the Formula Renault, so you'll have to copy the Facebook info.
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed that today, so I'll probably do the same. Create a private group and just copy all the stuff. I
Always
have.
one in there.
Oh yeah.
Always one.
Well, at least one. There's still a good 10 or so we cannot find on Facebook. So it may not be the only one. We'll see.
Yeah.
Sorry, who is this one talking? Because I think I don't know your voice.
Oh, it's Alex.
Ah, Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hello,
Not
hello.
mine.
I think it's first time I link the voice to the person.
You know who this is speaking then?
Who?
Who? Yeah, who? Call me the
Me?
doctor. Just call me the doctor.
Yeah, I think that normally because I use the I have a headphones connected to the VR headset. I think just the microphone does such a terrible job of picking out the voice that unless I'm shouting, I don't think that you cannot hear me. Because Discord says.
Good.
Yeah, probably it's probably for the best, to be honest. But
Sound quality is different.
Okay, guys. Good luck and have fun.
Yeah.
yep.
Hang
Good
on.
night,
Can
guys.
you give me another?
Take care.
In a couple minutes. Another couple minutes. I'm finished my coffee. Yeah.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Enjoy the race, lads. Take it easy.
Right, here we go. So it's formation lap, followed by a standing start and 20 minutes of action.
What a queer. What a funny grid.
Yeah, does have a funny grid, Brands Hatch. Oh, why? So that's a small but good looking grid. So we have.
Like I'm almost in pole.
Wow, that's a lot of distance between cars. Even the back road.
It's gonna be a fun lap, the first one.
So, that is interesting. This everybody seems to be using hearts, unless art factor. Oh, now it's changing. Okay. Oh well, that was our art factor having a little bit of a fart there. Yeah, everybody's on softs. Good. So we have the front row with one Astra and one Subaru, followed by, I think it's another Astra. No, we got an MG and another Subaru. So it's gonna be quite fun, quite interesting. I'm having a look to see whether I can get any. I can't not get any telemetry on the tire usage, unfortunately. That'll be really good. be good, but yeah. We'll have to live with what we have. We just have to guess that everybody on an Astra or an AMG is going to be suffering massively on those front left. So as the drivers get at the end of the formation lap, it gets ready. Tension gets piling up. We got the last checks that everything breaks out hard, fires out to temperature. The grid is set. The lights go red. Everybody's ready. Go, everybody goes ready. One. And now where we go, and it's a good start for Bertil, who takes the lead quickly, and we got Jonas as well. As usual, the Subaru with the rear wheel drive doing a blazing start, but the Vida quickly gets back into P2. Everybody seems to be going safely on the first two laps, which is really good to see. Sanders roughly and Hatch2 that continues. They've been pretty good. Jonas goes wide, I think, on P3. And I was imagining, yeah, the battle between Jonas and Johan has been fierce, but Bertil keeps leading the race. P1, but it has to be the right at the rear, at the rear end of the car, piling the pressure and trying to get quickly to recover. As he does, he goes back into P1. He definitely is one who's looking to win the championship. He doesn't want to miss a single opportunity. He wants all the points. He already got the extra point for setting the fastest lap, and he wants all these 46 points for himself. So let's do a quick recap as we finish that first lap. Davide is leading P1 with Bertil on P2. Did a blazing start, taking the lead on the first corners, but halfway through the lap one, he was overtaken by Davide. With Simone third on the second Astra. Remember, Simone is currently P3 in the championship, so he's one trying to get pressure on Davide and try not to make any mistake as well. Got Johan is fourth. Nono is fifth, again doing a really good start with the Subaru. Jonas 6, Paul 7, John all the way down to 8. Terrible start for John. We'll need to see if we can do any replay and see what happened. But he's down at P8 and trying to get back positions with Paul and Jonas. He is definitely trying to get the nose of his MG into that Mercedes. I'm gonna stay here for a little while. Christoph is 9th, Elio is 10th, and Melvin closes the back in 11th. Don't put in pressure there. Being quite cautious here. John needs to be careful if he wants to not lose track, because the field is starting to spread just a little bit I mean, he's just 7 seconds off the lead. And let's go here, because Simone has just overtaken. Yes, let's see if we can get that replay done. Yeah, let's go back to that. And it does not want to do replays. Awesome. Let's quickly change that. Let's see if it works now. No, it doesn't. Oh well. As usual, struggling with the replays. They never work. So John, you should be trying to look ahead and getting that P7. Actually needs to be careful because we've got Christoph being quite racy there behind. So clearly the two teammates, I don't remember, yeah, the two teammates working together. Christoph and Paul driving different cars but actually part of the same team, as Johan gets really close to the back of Nuno. Goes quite wide, loses a little bit of rear there, and that is going to compromise a little bit the speed. But we'll see how this goes, these corners. Remember, front wheel, rear wheel drive at the front, and front wheel drive at the back on the MG with Johan. So as you can see, different lines going on there. So drivers right now need to be careful and trying to check what are the different strengths of the different cars and what is the best place to overtake, especially if you have a car in front or behind you that has a different kind of powertrain than you. So close on the brakes. But Nuno is getting so close. Bertil goes defensive, getting to the interior of Druids. Oh, and Nuno goes wide and loses that position. He was doing such a good job closing the gap to Bertil. Let's go back to the end. As John has been overtaken, let's see if we can get that replay. Well, we're going to stay here a little bit longer because I don't think that's not done. Christoph is trying to get the slipstream of his teammate to make sure that stays ahead, and he managed to do it. Closes the door. But there's absolutely no room whatsoever between these three. Ooh, and it was that Paul goes wide, but keeps the space, keeps the momentum. Oh my goodness, it's gonna make that stick. That is an amazing overtake. Yes, hard on the brakes and whoo, whoo. Amazing start from John. It went amazingly on the outside, on the Dingle Del corner, and managed to get the inside for this Sterling's van. That is amazing stuff, but it's not over yet at all, as Krista just keeps piling up the pressure there on paddocks. John has to be a bit defensive and whew, ball goes wide, but managed to keep the position. Those guys are going to be sweating. John goes slightly wide, which opens the door for Christoph, who has the inside line right now. It's all over again. We're exactly the same place as we were a lap ago. Exactly the same thing. Promise, this is not a replay. This is just exactly the same that happened last time around. Is John gonna be doing the same? Is Christoph going to let the outside open? Well, it's not open. This is stuff I'm not gonna be doing any favor to those Dunlops. No, it looks like John is just trying to settle down a little bit, relax, cool down those tires, and wait for another opportunity. But that was amazing stuff. Those two laps. So as we approach 10 minutes, we are halfway through race 1. We got Davide leading 7 laps right now, with Simone a comfortable 2 seconds gap behind. Bertil, who's still keeping that P3. Remember, he was briefly kind of attacked by Nuno, but Nuno is there. He's a second below. Ooh, us. Paul goes wide. Just lets by his teammate. Christoph takes 7 position. It's not the first time that I see Paul doing that. He's having a few offs here and there. So let's switch to Paul, who is, remember, is racing his teammate, but he wants that P7 clearly. So yeah, going back to our recap, so we have Jonas, P5, and then there's a 3-second gap down to Johan, and a 5-second gap to Christoph. Clearly these three are fighting for that P7 position, and that is hurting them really. That is just making them set slower lap times. So let's go back to the front. Oh, hold on. As Nuno just got into podium positions. Let's quickly stay a little bit, and then we'll see if we go back to the replay. Bertil lost quite a lot of ground there. I wonder whether he just went off a little bit, and Nuno just took that opportunity, because now Bertil is just so pressured by Jonas. Remember, he started P2, briefly took the lead, and I wonder whether he's going to even manage to end up there, going backwards. Let's have a quick look to see if we can get that replay. No, we can't. Oh, that's brilliant. Ah, I love it. When you love when the tools work. It was working with it in practice, not working anymore. Awesome stuff. Right, I think we may have. So here we go. Bertil goes wide and paddock, and yeah, he managed to save it. He didn't went wide into the gravel trap, but he lost that position. He lost quite a lot of momentum, which made Jonas get a little bit closer. So let's go back to live and checking again with our lead Davide, who's just having a really quiet race right now. Took the lead halfway through the first lap and never looked back. He has such a comfortable just checking how is the height there on the grass. I thought it was a little bit too high there, and decided that maybe it was a good time. It's a good time we are approaching spring to just make sure that grass is a little bit shorter. But yeah, it has a comfortable lead. You can see there from Simone Guida. So that's what 2.6 seconds look like from the front of Simone's car. We just need to keep that pressure under 6 minutes remaining. We just make sure he doesn't make any mistake. I mean, this speed too is gonna make him lose 4 points, which is not massive, but it kind of greatly reduces the chances of him winning the championship, unless Davide has some trouble doing the other two races. Right, so let's see what else we got around. How is that fight between Christoph Paul and John? How's that going? John just seems to be chilled down right now. That's not going to be making any good to his championship hopes. With the two guys around him, David and Simone, just leading the race 1-2. This may be the end of the championship aspirations for John, to be honest. But he never looked that comfortable here at Brands Hatch. So we'll see. Although to be fair, now that I check, I'm not entirely sure. Our factor says that he's on softs, as you can see on the pink tire wall. But my telemetry says that he has a different tire compared to the rest. So I wonder whether he's playing a bit of the strategy car here, and it's just our factor who's just doing a little bit of not really sure. 4 minutes for the end of the race, and the field looks quite spread. The top three, the podium seems set right now with the P1, 11 laps, few more to go. Simone 2.5 seconds away, and Nuno. Oh, hold on, what is this? No. That's not what I want. I don't want to go back to the beginning. Anyway. And yeah, and Nuno's 3 seconds away, so Bertel looks like he's gonna and we got off. Melvin goes wide. Jesus. Tense already. As Elio goes wide as well. Last two drivers are struggling a little bit for grip, which is normal at this stage. And Hodov, who is losing a lot of track, is Jonas, and Christoph is pushing hard. Remember, Christoph started way back without having set any lap time. He went up a couple of positions. And now he's fighting hard to get another one. We're gonna stay here for a little while. But hold on. Actually changed plans. As Luna has taken P2, and we have a penalty for John. Everything is unfolding right now in the last 2 minutes. Let's quickly go back to replay. What happened there, Simone? Yeah, Nuno gets side by side. Ooh, very heart racing. Lowy, there was no contact there. All clean. Let's go back to live. Let's go back to Jonas, who lost that position. So everything happening right now in the last 2 minutes. And John is pitching in for a penalty. I guess for going wide. We'll need to double check that. And someone, I think that's Melvin going wide as the cars are starting to lap. Oh my goodness, and Christoph is there. And we're on the last lap. We are on the last lap. David is comfortably leading 3.5 seconds. Just has to make sure that he does not make any silly mistake. That's such a comfortable gap right now. Nuno also has a comfortable gap on the second place. And Simone third. Berto fourth. Johan fifth. Right, as he gets here, let's go back to the action here at the back. We'll quickly go back to the video in a second. Oof, these guys are going to be fighting till the end. As we get into the final corner. And that is win for race 1 for Davide Castello, who increments his lead at the top of the championship with Nuno lapping in P2 and Simone in a P3. Berti goes P4
Okay.
and Johan managed to keep the P5. Whew. Christoph 6, Jonas 7, 6, Paul 8, Melvin 9th, John
Really
10th.
enjoyed that one.
We're gonna stay here for a second for the protagonists. So we're gonna go mute a little bit, let them discuss as we go on warm up for the second
Was
one.
it last? Is the tyre rule still in?
Warm up? I'm gonna use it for cooldown.
She's a killer. Oh, the new server seems quite sturdy, what do you want to call it?
Well, we're not pushing it too hard yet, no.
No. I knew RF2 is quite a push for it. Oh, starting in the heady number 9 position. Good job Nick done it, wasn't it?
Yeah, looks good.
Shame you ain't driving. Well, the first one was quite clean driving around the first few corners.
Yeah, I had some.
It was mostly clean driving all around.
Yeah. Was at the back for me, so I was hot lapping by myself. Forced myself off the track. Why is it you take the same corner the same way every time, and when you do a deviation, you go flying off the track?
Change it a little bit and you touch the grass.
Yes! And decide to press the gas pedal the same time. Doesn't work.
Well, in a way it does. It sends it further out to the grass.
Yeah. Enjoy the race, lads. See you soon.
Cool, we're back for race 2. The grid is formed, remember, based on results from race 1. We got formation lap. Again, our factor thing is things everybody's on hards. Let me quickly check. We got mediums for the Vida now. I'm trying to figure out what is everybody on. So we got the Vida on mediums. Nunes on softs. Simone is on mediums. Bertil is on mediums. Johan is on softs. Christoph on mediums, I think. Yeah, it looks like medium tire. And we got mediums. Soft for Paul. Hard for Melvin. John, who starts on P10 after suffering that penalty at the end of the race, seems to be on hard as well. And Elliot is on softs. Okay. So all set. Number race 2 is grid is based on results of race 1, and now drivers have freedom to choose whatever tire they want, but obviously considering the tire allocation for the championship, so maybe some of them are down to the last 2 sets of tires. Not much to choose, to be honest. While others they may have.
That's my kind of driving.
Mel is happy with kind of slow driving. But yeah, as I was saying, some of the drivers that may have skipped some of the races may have a little bit more tire sets for them. But definitely the top, like David and Simone, who's been on all 5 rounds, they are down to the last 5 sets of tires. That's 2 sets of tires, sorry. So, got Elliot closing the grid. Everything looks good. 5 seconds. Lights out, lights got red. And lights out, where we go. And yes, to be expected, the Subarus have a blazing start. David kept speed 2. Did someone go wide? Not really sure. The field just seems to be clean. Now going through Druids. This looks a little bit like a repeat of the start of race 1. Where the Subaru of Bertil, this time being Nuno, took the lead. Let's see whether David is trying to do the same this time. He's just trying to very quickly get back that B1 and just make sure that he stays there. He's definitely not losing any time. Not getting that close this time around. Ooh, and goes Mike in really wide. Goes into the grass, loses speed 2, and he saves it. That's been a scary moment for him, for the championship leader. But remember, he has quite a healthy lead, but cannot afford 1, definitely not 2 DNFs, otherwise he's going to lose the championship. So yes, he wants to win, but he needs to make sure that he doesn't do any silly mistakes. Right, let's go back to Jonas and Johan. As happened during race 1, very close together. Down into paddock, locking the front rear, front right. Getting a better exit. Is he gonna descend it? Yeah, they touch. Little bit of touch and gets that place. Gets a P6. I was looking to Paul, who did a blazing start and win 3 positions. Maybe need to go back to the start later. How are we at the top? Nuno keeps 1 second the lead from Simone. And Davide 600 off. 2 teammates closely together. The green one, Simone, the red one is Davide. Who seems to be struggling a little bit. Maybe it's just the change. Remember, he did race 1 on softs, so he had a 20 minutes kind of experience what the grid levels are for those softs, and now he changed to medium, so maybe he's finding that that set does not have the same amount of grip as he was used to in the first race, and he cannot be that aggressive. So we'll see. And we're gonna quickly do a replay as Jonas just went wide. Yes, let's do a replay. Nope, we don't have replays again. Let's quickly. Okay, we have replay. We got live. Here we go. Ooh, let's replay this. What happened here? Was it contact? No. All of his own. Loses the rear, he gets into the grass. Did he collect anybody? No. Touches the ankle barriers and rejoins the race. So let's go back to the front. The top 3 is still separated by the second each. Everybody's settling down. Ooh, or maybe not that settling down, to be honest, as Simone goes wide. This is just a couple of hundreds, not too much. But that's just what Davide needs. Make sure he gets a little bit closer. I mean, this if he's thinking on the championship, this works for him. He's just gonna lose 5 points, I think it is, from Simone. But we'll see whether Davide is gonna get in the calculator right now and thinking for the championship, or whether he's going to try and go for the win. For the rest of the field, we got Bertil again comfortable on the P4, followed by Paul, who remember did a blazing start and gained 3 positions. So I'm gonna go back to the start of the race. Can we go to the start of the race? Yeah, let's go back to the start of the race. Let's see what Paul did. Paul here in the middle, sorry, on the right on that Mercedes, blazing start, amazing, taking the outside of paddock. And gaining 3 positions. That is a brilliant start. That is a really good start by Paul. Let's go back to live. As we have Elliot that's in the car. That seems to be paddock, yeah, turn 1. And is about to lose position with Jonas, yeah, who remember went wide earlier, and he has already recovered 2 places from Melvin and Elliot. John is on P8, but a good 4 seconds away from the next one. So, oh, hold on. So then we got some action. Not that one. Where, yeah, let's go back to the replay because Davide has got P2 again. Yeah, let's see what happened. I think David is on the left, yeah. Simone goes defensive and just carries way more speed. Great overtaking by David there. Let's go back to life. Yeah, there's two teammates, but yeah, I don't think there's any. I mean, definitely they're not team orders. Whether Simone, well, no, why will actually give him his those two are fighting for the championship, so there's no point that there's any team orders or any. Let me just get my teammate go so he can win a championship, and I'm not. A really good clean racing there. That was not an easy place to overtake. It could have ended up really badly for both of them. So again, really good clean racing, as we've basically seen throughout the entire series. Really good bunch of drivers. Right. Sieg has got Christoph, who was really racy on race 1. This time it stays on P7 as basically lost a few positions. It has Johan and Paul in front, trying to win those 2 places. The field seems a little bit separated in the top 5. Top 4 really, top 4 are a little bit on their own. And then we have the rest. We have like a pack of 3-4 drivers normally in the middle. Well, the leader this time, Nuno, with soft tires, yeah, with some soft. He's completely obliterating the field. He's 5 seconds away from Davide, who, remember, is on mediums, who probably is, I would say, is gonna let him go really. If we quickly check back the standings, although they have not been updated since race 1. Nuno, check. Nuno's P14 because he missed 2 races. So had a really good result on the last round that we did on Tuxton. But he missed 3 races, so he's completely out of contention for the championship. So for Davide, really, he needs to make sure that he got Simone behind, because at the moment they are about 70 points difference. So I will say probably Davide in second as he stands. He is probably championship. He's probably the champion, because he will further open that gap that he has at the top of the championship. And with only 46 points, there's only 46 points on offer. Ooh, Aspel goes a little bit wider as he loses a position to Johan. And it was lucky he got the TV. Oh, let's go back to that. Don't change the camera. Yes. Can the 2 go? They touch. They touch. And again. Oh, Paul goes wide again. And loses P5 to Johan. That's nerve-breaking, trying to do all those overtakes on those 2 corners. really fast right corners there. Not room for error whatsoever. Right, so going back to the championship, assuming that the things end as they stand right now, the gap between John and Davide is already too big for John to win the championship. But if things finish as they stand, the gap will be again too wide for Simone to win the championship. So Simone needs to rely on Davide making a mistake, getting a DNF, leaving things open for the last race. Last race, which by the way, remember, is 40%. The top 40% is going to be reverse grid, which in this case we're going to be doing the top 5. Top 5 reverse grid. As Johan goes wide and Paul rejoins on P5. That P5 is quite a special place, because remember, with the reverse grid, whoever ends up P5 is gonna start P1 on race 3. So yeah, I don't know if they're thinking about that right now. But hey, there's something for them to think about. So 5 minutes and a half to go for the end of race 2 of the last round of the Exile Touring Car Championship at Brands Hatch. We got Nuno Miguel Abreu leads the race with a comfortable 7.7. With Davide, current championship leader, second, and Simone 2 seconds away on third position, while Johan Carlson, Paul McLeod and Christoph Andil 5 for P5. It's a constant here, give and take. Now it's Johan who rejoins on P5. Paul was there P5, it just went wide. These 3 drivers been doing this since the beginning of the race. Bertil Wallen is in a comfortable 4, 13 seconds off the leader, and then we got John and Jonas very close, to be honest, on P8 and 9, together with Elio Rodriguez and Melvin closing the field. P11. So let's quickly go and have a look at what's going on here as they go side by side onto paddock. Managed to make the corner down into Druids. Out of the brakes, good, not taking too much of the inside curb. Destabilize the car. Close racing throughout the field as usual, as it's been the case for the entire round, to be honest, or the entire championship. Let's go back to the top 2 and 3. Gap is closed for the second. With 3 minutes to go, Simone is not saying that this is done. Remember, these 2 are fighting for the championship, and it's just 800 separated the 2 of them. while Nuno keeps a comfortable lead at the front. They are close, but not close enough to really put that much pressure into Davide. Remember, all the drivers with front-wheel drive cars been struggling a little bit on these 3 corners, mainly the first 2 really. As seems like it's close action here again. What seems quite settled. Ooh, someone, I think it was Paul, went wide again. Yeah, this position seems settled, so let's go back to the front. They are a lot closer now. Nice touch there with the name. That's a lot of luck there. Goes into Druids. Nice and smooth. No lockups. Have a look. Make sure that the reader knows that he's there in the mirror. It's gonna be some exciting 2 laps. I think we have 2 laps. I think we've got another lap left. Well, the pressure's piling and piling and piling. Remember, these 2 guys are currently P1 and P2 in the championship. First and seconds in the championship, separated by, I think, about 60 points, with 4 to 6 points for the win and 4 to 2 for the second. So as it stands, Davide is about to win, but where is Nuno? Nuno crosses the finish line and another lap. We got another lap. And Simone has overtaken against P2, and it's another lap. We got another lap. Let's quickly walk back to the replay. Let's get our replay. See what happened. What is this? Just wait. We're gonna stay here. Let's quickly go check the replay. What happened? I think they just let him go. Yes, he let him go. That's clever driving by the way. They just take the lead. But now Davide needs to be careful because he got Bertil behind, who from a very big distance, now that suddenly he's closed that gap. And I think Davide is so thinking about the championship right now. Is he gonna let the podium go as well? Or is he gonna try to stay there on P3? Not really much difference, to be honest. Probably he got the championship anyway. But I wonder whether he's thinking more on the table, in the standings, or whether he's thinking on the podium. We'll see. Well, we're going to go back to the race winner, Nuno Miguel Abreu, who wins race 2 of the final round of the Excel Touring Car Championship, with Simone Guido driving for another podium today on P2, and Davide keeping the P3. Well done, those 3. Johan finishes 4th, Christoph 6th, Paul 7th. Jonas and Elliot getting really close. Oh my, the touch! Let's try finish line.
Bellissimo.
Wow!
Bella Davide, non c'era bisogno però.
È che
And
nella
Elliot
prima gara è arrivato
68.
decimo, secondo me ce la fai ad arrivare secondo e in più mi hai dato la posizione e non avevo comunque guadagnato un cazzo, quindi te l'ho ridata come è giusto che sia. Più che altro mi si è rotta la button box
That
e
is
non
the
riuscivo a
beater.
parlarti. Sorry guys, have problem with radio.
Good
Brilliant.
job, guys.
Brilliant one. It was a good race. Well done, Nuno.
Have you seen Simo the first lap? What I did?
Yeah, the spawn.
For fuck's sake, I need to change my. Fuck me.
You are on soft?
I was on medium. I did soft with the first
Ah,
one, and now
okay.
I'm on the beautiful hard.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, go get some water. Don't start, please. Yeah, just give me 1 minute.
No wonder the car felt different the second race. Reloaded the default setup.
Oops. Thank you for reminding. I had few changes.
That's the way. Uh-huh. Oh. Wait. Could have done with another couple extra laps. I was catching the back quite quick.
I'm back, Alex. Thank you.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Nilo realises 3 races. Nilo's left the server, don't he realise there's 3 races? Work? What's that? Not until all this has gone over. Thought I'd use the time to practice me driving, but I think I'll forget that. Yeah, I've gained a position. Why do I always spin on the first lap by myself? Yeah.
We're not that many on track. There should be plenty room. Although, everyone wants to be first.
I don't.
It's
Okay.
only the guy in
You're
front
the
of you that
exception.
matters.
I tell you what, I could be the only guy in the race and I still wouldn't finish first.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Thank you.
And you took the words right. Mama.
Right. So warm up ends. Everybody seems pretty comfortable. And we go to the final race of the championship. Been 18 races, split into 6 different rounds.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the
Last
grid
race
now.
of the series.
Yep. We'll miss you guys.
Yeah, good luck everybody. Enjoy this final race.
Good luck all.
Don't screw it this time on the first corner, okay?
Oh, we've got to have one bad pile-up, haven't we?
Let's try not to.
I love when he's got Melv on the radio and he's on his classical music. I like him more when he's on Queen.
Not much of a crowd turnout, is there? In the grandstands.
Okay, so we have one down as the... Yeah, sorry, not the winner. as Elio has to leave to get back to work. So all the best there. not a good time to get back to work unless he works on medical services, and if that is the case, cheers guys. And what was that? Got some ping somewhere anyway. Right, so for the last time, formation lap followed by 20 minutes, and the grid starts with Johan Carlson, who got that place thanks for finishing 5th on the second race. Remember, top 5 have reverse grid, and who is driving an MG with softs, if Art Factor is showing this correctly, followed by Bertil, who remember started already on second place on the first race and managed to use the good traction of his Subaru to lead the race as they head down paddock. We'll see whether that repeats this time. Third is Davide, who still need to check the numbers, but pretty sure that right now is the crown champion of the Exile Touring Car Championship. Fourth and closing second round is Simone, Davide's teammate, driving with hearts. Yeah, they looks like both of them left a set of hearts for the end, who fought for that championship till the very last lap. But I don't think, checking the numbers again, now it's impossible. He does not have enough points on offer to win the championship. Third row, Nuno and Christoph, followed by Paul and Jonas, John and Melvin. So here we go. Ready, 5 seconds, lights, get ready, and away we go for the final time. Good start by Johan, but don't think he can fight. Ooh, big contact at the back. Big contact. Right, see what happens at the front. Johan maintain. Wow, we're about to go down. Oh my goodness. Everything went to hell on this final round. Johan keeps P1 while Davide and Simone overtake Bertil, who is down to P4. What a big gap, so I wonder something happened down to Druids. Nuno is 4th. Bertil keeps losing ground. Does he have a damaged car? May have a damaged suspension, because he is losing a lot of ground there. Don't know what is going on, but a race that promised a lot started on P2 just went south very quickly for Bertil. So let's go back to the lead as usual. I think that Simone and Davide this time, they don't have any worries for the championship. That is done and dusted, and they want the win. And now piling the pressure to Johan, who is on softs compared to the 2 Astros behind, which I think are on hard tires. That is a massive difference of performance. But Simone and Davide, the 2 Italians, don't seem to care at all. We'll go later once this settles down a little bit to that restart, and we'll see what happened between Jonas and Paul. You remember had a contact right after the lights went out. Very strange there. As these 2 seems to settle a little bit, and they now suddenly they have to start worrying. Yes, because Luna has overtaken Davide, who was looking to go forward and look for the win, but actually has a lot more work right now. And now he needs to worry about a former P2 who, remember, got here into Brands. Ooh, contact between these two. That is so unfortunate. As I was saying, John reached Brands Hatch. And all mayhem went. What's going on today, guys? Well, not today, on this race. So, as I was saying earlier, John arrived to Brands Hatch on B2, trying to put the pressure into the Davide, and he has not managed to do that for the first two races. Let's go back to the front where there is a lot of pressure. Yeah, trying to find that. Ooh! Simone left door be open. And Nuno is not one that he's going to stay there and says thank you. What's going to happen now? That's side by side. No, they are both safe. Good driving. Right, as Davide is down in P7 after that contact, I think he just touched the grass a little bit. I think that was a bit of an unfortunate incident. We'll need to go back to that replay, but I think that Davide touched the grass, lost a little bit of control, and John, they were so close. They just had a contact there, and both of them went wide. Don't think there was anything wrong there, where Davide is just trying to overtake.
Go past Dad.
We started last and suddenly sees himself on P6 and just let him go. Much faster driver. Let's go. Right, everybody seems to be settled. So we got Johan, who started on pole, leading the race with second and a half to Nuno, who is now a bit more comfortable chasing him at Simone, who, remember, he took this race on hards, which, as we've seen during the championship, has a lot less grip than all the others. The other two compounds. It starts to lose ground, 3 seconds behind, then it's Bertel 6 seconds behind. Remember, started P2, lost ground, but then briefly recovered and is back on a P4, which has been kind of the tonic of the day, really. John is P5, he did a really good recovery, and I think it was an unfortunate passenger on that accident. When Nunes fighting is getting the inside into paddock and gets first position. Amazing looking car, by the way. What a nice one. Good job done with horrible car with the Subaru Levorg or whatever that thing is called. That was a really good overtake. A long one, as it should be. Started from the last corner, good exit, good start finish straight, and then inside into paddock. I think, again, as I mentioned at the beginning during practice sessions, Nuno has benefit from missing some of the rounds, which means that he has more freedom on his tire allocation, which in hindsight you could say that changes a little bit the dynamic of the races. But obviously he's down into, I think, his 14th position in the championship. So even if he gets the win, it's not like he's going to be doing anything on the championship, which was between Simone and Davide, who both of them were down to the very, very last set of hard tires. So that meant that they don't have any chance on this race compared to others that maybe miss some of the races and still have a set of softs. Right, so let's try to head down. I'm gonna quickly do a bit of a replay. Yep, back. And as the field seems to settle towards the middle of the race, let's get back to the beginning, see what happened with Paul. Let's go do a follow. Right. Hold on, not this one, not this one, this one. Here we go. Oh, that was okay. See what happened there. I see what happened. Let's go back. Let's go and so Paul goes to the gap. That's a blazing start. And now has a little contact with his teammate Christoph, who went wide, touches Jonas, who is just trying to go for that gap and that contact. That is a very unfortunate incident, to be honest. What else happens after that? Bertel just went wide and just went overtaken by a swarm of Astras and lost a little bit more of the momentum there. Got overtaken by Nuno then, and then John, I think, lost a few places there. That was not the best of starts. Let's see, let's find another replay. What happened with the contact between John? I think it was here. Yeah, exactly. Let's start again. It just went wide. He loses it there. And that's an unfortunate contact between these two. That up until the beginning of the race, where let's go back to live. No, live. Live. Thank you. So here they are. No, are we still fighting? Oh, that's with Simone. Okay. Cool, let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this battle. Oh, come on. Can you stop going to live, please? Huh, thank you. No, let's go back to what happened here. That's the replay. Yeah, Simone went wide. No grip whatsoever. And that's an easy overtake for John. Cool. Back to live. Back to the back of the field with Jonas, who were again very unlucky with that incident with Paul and Christoph. Gets back and tries to get that position. gonna switch to Davide, who was in front of Melvin, but he must have another incident. I think these hard tires are not working at all in that Vauxhall Astra, because he was P6, but he's back another place. Must have had some off track somewhere. And he had a penalty. I think he got a penalty, too many offs. Well, that's a sad end for the championship. He might serve this penalty in the next two to three laps, I think, otherwise he will be disqualified. Yeah. I'm hoping that this is not going to affect the championship. As I said, there should be not enough points on offer. So at the moment, it should be the crown champion, but yeah, he's not having the best laps race. We're gonna go to the pit lane right now. I think he is. Yeah, he's pretty slow. Yeah, needs to be careful here. It's pretty tricky. Yeah, pit entry. As the championship winner gets into the pit lane, and there's a drive-through penalty for too many offs. I think he's a bit unsure. Still undecided whether he's working with the team right now. Is he? Yeah, he's not. He's not at 10 seconds, and makes him rejoin last. About 10 seconds off from pole. That's probably not the end that he wanted for the championship. But that's how it is. So let's go back to the front where John and Simone are battling. These two had some bit of a fight, but right. As the field seems to be quite spread, let's... Oh, come on, not again. I don't know. We're going to let the machine just do some sort of... I don't know, some tour. I don't really understand it. But anyway, we are down to the final 4 minutes of the race. Currently, well, with Melvin, who is doing a P6, is probably going to be his best result. Probably aided by all the mayhem that went around him. And this is the only close battle at the moment between Christoph Van Dale and Jonas Lagerson. Less than half a second separates the two. I'm gonna switch off the auto control and we're gonna make sure that we stay here. Remember, these two collided. Is a bit of an unfortunate incident. Right off the grid, not even turn one. And Jonas have to fight all the way, probably good 15-20 seconds to get close to Christoph. It's a really good recovery from Jonas, to be honest. We're gonna see if he can get that 6th position. While I think there's a second between John and Simone, in the front of the race if comfortable for Nuno. It looks like it's set to win second race in a row. Strong aim for Nuno, who's shame he missed a few races in the middle of the championship. Otherwise, I think we'll be fighting for the championship as Jonas gets the inside line. It's breaking power into those tires, I think. And guess P6. That's probably done. I don't think Christoph has any tires left at this point of the race. As they both of them keep looking the tires. It's odd because Jonas's brake lights keep lighting a little bit. I wonder whether there is some technical issue with his brakes. They constantly lighting up a little bit. I wonder whether it's just a technical issue with the lights, or you can see clearly that, or he is actually braking a little bit and that's making him a little bit slower. I wonder. Ooh, he goes wide into paddock. It gives an opportunity for Christoph, who's really close. The inside is not there anyway, so he needs to go wide, try to get a good strong exit. But it's not close enough. Right, 25 seconds. Where we go, Nuno? Comfortable second and 7.5 seconds. They just need to relax, not make a mistake. I said don't make a mistake. I'll keep doing those things. This is a race, it's not drift. Come on. Nah, he thinks it's drift. Okay, fair enough. And wins the 18th and final race of the Exil Touring Car Championship. Congratulations, Nuno. Really well deserved. With Johan getting a brilliant second place for him. Great race from start at the beginning. Bertel finishes third, closing the podium. And John Chiral, a bit of a revenge, and have not managed to get the podium because a P4 followed by Simone. Good battles there. Jonas gets 6. Paul will get into 7th, followed by Christoph, who just goes directly. Got a penalty. Maybe he got a penalty, I don't know. And what? The bidder finished 7th. Alright, okay.
Double.
Great final lap, John.
Yeah, good race, guys. Thank you very much. That was the 18th and final race of the championship. And I have not checked the numbers, but I think that we got a winner in the video. Congratulations.
Just looking at the final table here, it's got me finished as 6th, but I went in and done a penalty. Came out 9th.
Yeah, I had a penalty at the last lap.
Yeah, but I went in and served the penalty and dropped me down to 9th. So it's got me finishing 6th.
Did you went to the pit lane?
Thank you
Yeah.
all, guys.
Yeah,
See
I
you
went and done the penalty.
Thank you, Simone. That was great racing. Cheers.
I really enjoyed the last race. Good quality racing.
Yeah, it was a shame it was the contacts that they are just off the lane. Just tiny touches. I think it was partly the odd grid there in Brands Heights where you were not just there were gaps between people.
Yeah, Paul came alongside me, and yeah, there wasn't any room, and he started spinning. Took
Yeah,
one out. Yeah, it was just a racing incident. It was a close grid.
Yeah, it was too much close grid, I think. And we were in few. Imagine with a full grid, it would be
Yeah.
just a mess.
I
With 30
know.
cars, it would have been, yeah. But the track was great. I love that track to race.
Yeah, it was
especially
funny.
with these
Yeah,
cars.
the track is great.
No, not
Uh,
with the hard tires. I mean, the last race, I
No.
was more the time I was on the grass than the time I was on the track. It was
Yeah,
a
our
nightmare.
tires was terrible, really.
Soft was funny, medium so-so, hard just
Come the engine's sliding.
Yeah, I saw you struggling there on the hearts. It was clear there was
Yeah.
no pace there.
Yeah.
No, and it was so sliding on the outside that I mean I got penalty because every time I was accelerating, I was pushing out on the curb, and at the
Yeah.
end I had to do a drive-through.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was a shame for the final race.
I let you through, David, as well. That was a waste of time, wasn't it?
Yes.
I thought you was an alien. That's why I let you through.
Yeah, I'm an alien, but like ET, like phone home.
Yeah. Alex, can you just check the final standings of that last race?
Yeah, I'm
Got me in
going.
the table, finished sixth. I've done a drive-through and come out in ninth between Paul and Van.
Yeah,
I will do the standing later on, and we'll send the file to Nick, and Nick will publish on Facebook.
Yeah.
let me, Davide, don't worry. Let me check, because I have the files from the server to be
Okay.
able.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should be able
Yeah.
to get the proper one with all the data. Although, to be honest, I have not really checked the server properly, but it comes from a backup. So, what I don't know is we have the files from the last race. If that's the case, yeah, maybe some manual thing going on.
No, I think that we don't. That's not my file from the final race, from the last
Yeah.
race. I have it on my computer, so that's why Nick today asked me to prepare them. So now we log off, and I will start sending because I recreated all the championship on my computer with all the export files.
Yeah, because yeah, no, that's true. You can get that with the XML. Yeah, you can do that as well.
Exactly. So we'll just add today race, and we'll send the file to Nick.
At the end of the day, Alex, if you go into the server, you can't cock it up no more than Nick does.
That's true.
Anyway, thanks for standing in and finishing the series.
No worries. It was a pleasure. By the way, all this thing is a stream, okay? So say hello to your mum and everything.
My mum, if she can do this, then she'll be
Thank
good.
you guys. Thank you guys.
Yeah, see you on
Next
the next
time.
one.
Steering.
Cheers,
Bye.
guys. It's
Cheers.
been a pleasure. Bye bye. Right, and that is the end. Next week, we're going to start the Formula Renault 3.5 with about 34 drivers signed up. First race is in Melbourne, 45 minutes race with mandatory speed, mandatory pit for taking tyres, which was an absolute blast on the first season. So we're going into the second season this time. I don't know whether I'll be streaming that because I'm hoping to be racing. But if I do, we'll see you there next time. Bye bye.